in addressing matters business, I am in this primarily because of business. In 1960, Nairobi town used to have big dukas. Come 1980s, 90s, there was subletting. Today, they are stalls and not numerous hawkers. And his people were killing hawkers. So going forward, I must create space for the hawkers and every other Nairobi that want to do any business and give them money. To create space, number one, my first policy, and I intend to do it immediately, I will take over all the golf courses. The people that do not have space, I will do for them stalls at the goals we have around the golf courses. I'm taking them. That is not negotiable. The people who go to golf, they have money, they have choppers, they have four-wheels. They can have their golf courses in Turkana or Marsabit or wherever. We don't need golf courses in Nairobi. And we have hawkers being killed because they don't have space to sell their wares. Number two, the license regime shall be reduced to a maximum and a minimum of one license. We will not have one business with 4 or 5 licenses. Number three, payment for the licenses shall be based on the square foot of your business premises. Not you have a stall paying 20,000 and some has 3,000 square foot go down paying the same amount. Number four, in matters business development, direct from the county government, 2 billion annually given to small business entrepreneurs to revamp their business. And then I'll have a giant circle. The giant circle, my intention will be to create a 10 billion shillings, which we shall partner with the bank to serve as a collateral for the small people who would want to start their business. They can go and get money from that bank, that being the collateral, and they pay back. Midterm is about now doing markets. So many people come to Nairobi to go to Gikomba, Wakulima Market, and River Road for cereals. We'll do, if it is Bitumba Market in Githurai, cereals market in Langata, in different places, so that if you want to buy a particular commodity, you don't need to come to Nairobi. You go to a specific place. We are in partnership with other players from other counties that grow those kind of, or bring those kind of, those who will be places. It does not matter where money is going to, we are going to get the money from, or it is expropriation. We will not be held captive by the laws. We will not have a situation where we have some people who have knowledge, have papers, are in the town, they want to do business, they cannot do it, and then sit down as a governor and pray and hope that things are going to go well. Place for them to do business that I must create, and I will create, and I promise you.
My county government, first of all, will reduce the license fees that is paid by the small business. Why do I say that we reduce the license fees? To give those small business and those who want to start business space to start their business. Most small businesses have closed because of the harassment that they have been getting from the county government. For example, you find a small trader want to paint his small shop, he need to get a certificate, he's caught, he's harassed. Why do we need a certificate to paint a shop? That also will go to helping the youth in Nairobi to have self-employment and create employment for them so that they move from crimes and develop themselves. As far as the other traders, we look at and assess whether we need to charge them any licenses. Our plan is not to charge licenses to small traders, including newspapers vendors, mama bogas, because all that money we collect is stolen by one official of county government. Why do we need to spend a lot of energy, employ thousands of employees, pay them 1.6 billion monthly, and they're doing nothing. They're not providing any service to the people of Nairobi. So we will give them space, but we'll make sure that there is order in the county. We'll register them. We'll still control them to make sure that they are not trading everywhere. As far as the other traders and the hawkers are concerned, we provide space for them to trade, and that goes along with our plan to build and expand existing market. And as I said before, we have a plan to finance those markets, and we are confident those markets, the county government will only put a small proportion of the funding. We'll get the funding because we'll plan them to be self-cash generating.
Actually, I mean, it's not just a question of what we will do, is what we're already doing. We are investing 6 billion shillings in Karandini Market, which is in Dagoretti, to do a multi-story building for the market people. We are doing it Jogoo Road, we are doing it in Gikomba, we are doing it at Bama, we are doing it at Jericho. Also, the Markiti, which is on Haile Selassie Avenue, we've already started construction at the junction of Outer Ring Road and Kangundo Road. So within the next 6 to 12 months, we'll move, because it was built for about 300 people. The people who operate there are about 7,000, and the one we are building will have about 15,000 people. So we are building all these places so that we can move people. We are also doing a bus terminus with a market at Kariako, and the plans have completed. Funds are already available.
One thing that is very clear is that as a people, as Nairobians, we are very entrepreneurial. This is a gift that we have. Unfortunately, we have not valued it to this extent. And so to address the issue of hawkers, I agree with my worthy opponents, compatriots, that there is need to build markets, and I'm thinking of multi-storied markets in specific areas to address the issue of hawkers, so that you don't have hawkers selling in the CBD. It's very sad to see mothers, and some of them with very small children, sitting on the pavement selling lemons, tomatoes. That is not acceptable. I mean, that's the lowering of our own parents, our own people's dignity in doing business. So we must take care of this, must harness this potential. And on water, I just want to address this on water. Today morning, I didn't have water in my home. I had to fetch from, I have a container. Why is this happening right now, 54 years down the line? Why can't we supply water? What have the people been doing all those years? The issue is this: we have been growing as a population in Nairobi. How come this resource has not been harnessed? One thing I promised is to harness this rainwater we are talking about, to ensure that at least there's an extra source of water, so that the issue of this, there's not enough water for the CBD or for the Nairobi County is a history in the past. We cannot be a capital city without water. Water is life. This is a must and a right for every Nairobian. So for me, a promise is to have another water catchment system apart from what we have right now.
From the extreme expropriation based on no law to mythical markets that we have not seen, I'll give you what we want to do. In our plan, we have identified hawkers as genuine business people who would like to do business but have no place to do business. They are looking for customers, and what they need are markets. And we need to build adequate markets for them, and we intend to do so. Modern, affordable markets. Number two, most of the unemployed are actually youth in Nairobi. Most of these youth are educated, most of them are dynamic, and they need things to do. Youth are the most productive sector in our society, and the youth generally just sit idle and wait for politicians to pay them handouts. We would want to build science, technology, and innovation incubation centers where the youth who are technologically inclined will get the necessary skills to be either self-employed or be absorbed. And then those who are entrepreneurial will also get that kind of skill. We don't have the kind of money that Macharia is throwing around, because we'll deal with the basic necessities of life first. I wanted to address shortly the issue of water. UNESCO's latest study 2 months ago said Kenya, including Nairobi, produces enough rainfall to supply 233 million people. So Mr. Kideru was saying we don't have enough rainfall. That's a lie. We just need to catch them, clean it up, store it, and supply it to the people. So we have, with the infrastructural development that I've already outlined in the manifesto, together with the markets, with the solid waste management, we have enough infrastructure to employ people.